Yeah, so I was thinking about Harry Potter again in my downtime.
Yeah, of course.
As I do.
Because you don't really have a lot of anything going on.
But it's interesting. My missus is rereading the books, so I was thinking about it, and I watched them fairly recently as well.
The movies,
because Crimes of Grindelwald was coming out.
Yep.
And I have some issues.
Oh, do you, Gary? Well,
but you know I think I've talked about it previously on this. Fucking Skellygrow.
You are really obsessed with the whole Skellygrow.
It's nonsense, though.
I feel like this is like the third week in a row you've brought up Skellygrow to
because
me.
It's nonsense. In what? Why are wizards magicking their bones away on such a regular occurrence?
You need to be aware that I'm going to make a boner joke at some point. I just want you to
on
know.
such a regular occurrence that they need a fucking licensed, copyrighted, trademarked, branded bottle of something called Skellygrow. What happens if you drink Skellygrow and your skeleton's fine? What happens then?
Then it's just like it's like, your dick gets big.
Oh man, see, there was your perfect setup and you fucked it. There was your perfect boner joke.
Do you know why? Because Audio Boy pointed at me and I got one. He's like, oh shit, I've got to do a joke now.
Right, should we get cracking?
Yeah, I was just going to compare Skellygrow to milk. Always drink your milk, kids. Good calcium, grows
Milk's
your bones.
not good for your bones.
Maybe Skellygrow is milk.
Audio always look at me there like, what? Yeah, man, milk's bad for you. It's a myth.
No, I've seen the
but
adverts.
it's got calcium and vitamin D. Isn't that what you need?
The calcium and vitamin D that you need from milk, you can get from your mother's breast milk during the formative stages. But cow's milk, not good for us. Pretty much at any point in your developmental growth.
Tastes so good.
Talking the real talk with Meandering Movie Podcast, the health episode.
Got milk?
It's Meandering Movies. It's Meandering Movies. It's Meandering Movies. So won't you lend an ear?
Right. So yeah, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Meandering Movie Podcast.
Hello, ladies.
And gentlemen.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the Meandering Movie Podcast.
Don't shake your head at me, Audio Boy.
This week, we are going to be talking about directors. I believe. And
Do you think the directors they want to put Skellygrow on their movies and they're like, I'm gonna.
Yeah. See, all right. I'd tell you what. I'm changing episode.
No.
I'm fucked off. Like this Skellygrow things is in my brain.
Oh, I should have mentioned it.
I gotta get it out. No, I gotta get it out. And it's not just the Skellygrow.
I brought you crashing back down to your weird anger about Harry Potter.
It's like there's so much. There's
more than Skellygrow?
There's so.
What
Philip, play the intro again. We're restarting. We're going again. Play the intro one more time.
It's Meandering Movies. It's Meandering Movies. It's Meandering Movies. So won't you lend an ear?
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, Meandering Movie Podcast. This week, we're talking about Harry Potter and why J.K. Rowling?
Why J.K. Rowling?
Why do you make so many wrong things with your series, right? And I know it's a series of fucking, like I said with the Skellygrow, I get it, they're wizards and magic, but there are so many...
Oh, wow, you're playing the Gavin character this week.
There are so many issues, though. I want to preface everything I'm about to say with, I really like the Harry Potter films, right? I like the books. I remember reading them as a kid. Enjoyed. Watched the films recently, and for the most part, enjoyed. But every single film, and pretty much every aspect of the Wizarding world, has so many glaring issues. So many. Skellygrow.
Some nonsensical elements.
Skellygrow is number one. And that one...
I love how that's the one you've fully
focused on.
focused
It really stresses me out. You can't, oh shit, Harry, I've magicked all my bones away in my body. Could you scoop me into fucking Madame Pomfrey's medicine wing? Please. What do you do? Or is it like a fun game? Like, hey, Ron, I've fucking brachiomemendoed your arm off. Oh, it's all floppy. Right, I've done my arm, and now we're just going to have a floppy arm fight. I can't imagine why is there so many bones going missing?
This is where my head goes. But you know that whole... Philip's already shaking his head. He's like, no, don't do it, Gavin. I'm like, yeah. You know, like, if you, lean on your arm for a wee bit, then it goes to sleep.
Yeah.
And then you have a wee touch of yourself, and it's like the stranger.
Well, stop talking about masturbating.
That's why Skellygrow exists. So
what, wizards can do that?
So people can take the bones out, make it all floppy, and then they just kind of...
just mash it against themselves?
I mean,
you got no control if all your bones are gone, and in fact, you'd still be able to feel it. You haven't lost the sense of touch. You just lost the bones.
But it'd be interesting.
I mean, it sounds fucking stupid. That's what it sounds like.
I'm just trying to help come up with reasons why Skelligro exists.
It's nonsense. Skelligro is nonsense.
Everything exists in some way back to sex.
What, in the Harry
That
Potter
sentence
universe?
didn't make a lot of sense.
You
No,
think everything I'm about to moan about, you're going to somehow tie back to banging.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Settle in, ladies and gentlemen.
Great.
Primarily ladies. We're going to get dirty.
So, you want to get further... Let's go down the Skelligro path first,
Oh,
and then we'll
'cause
continue on.
We've been on the Skelligro path for weeks.
Right. Well, here's the thing. Skelligro. Why do we... The first time we see Skelligro is because...
In the
fucking,
Chamber of Secrets.
What's his name?
Kenneth Branagh's character tries to...
What's his name, though? No. Lockhart. Gilderoy Lockhart. Harry Potter falls off his Quidditch stick, which is a
Quidditch
fucking...
stick.
All right, and we're going to get
Called
into...
a broom, Gary.
Quidditch is a fucking another one, which I'll talk to you about in a minute.
You're pointing very ferociously at me.
Look at that bottle of Skelligro. Why is it branded? Right.
You're really just...
It's ridiculous. Right. Kenneth Branagh's Gilderoy Lockhart is all like, Harry Potter, your arm's broken. Now, Skelligro exists, and all the fucking wizards apparently know about it. And instead of just being like, don't worry, we'll go get you some Skelligro, which is a product specifically made to presumably fix bones.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my magic wand to fix your bones, right?
Yeah.
Even though, for some reason, they have a potion that they need to feed people. So obviously the spell either doesn't exist, or if it does exist, it's a hard spell. And we all know that Gilderoy Lockhart is a fucking a scam artist, right? So he brachiamendos Harry's arm, and I would hazard a guess, the words brachiamendo means mend the break. Yeah?
Yeah,
You think so?
that sounds about right.
Going into another side, whatever the spell is that actually fucking fixes things, that fixes Harry Potter's glasses at one point, Reparo, why the fuck would you not just use Reparo? Armo Reparo, bosh. Right, so he uses brachiamendo, which is either a bullshit spell that the scam artist fucking Lockhart is made up on the spot, or he's just fucking shit at magic, whatever, and it disappears all the bones in Harry's arm. They're gone.
It disappears all the bones in Harry's arm.
Which is madness, right?
Just the structure of that sentence there.
Well, that's exactly what it fucking does.
It makes the bones in his arm disappear. It doesn't disappear his bones.
It disappears
You can't
all
disappear
it
something.
magics all the bones in his arms away.
There we go.
Away where? Who fucking knows?
I know, into Ron's pants. Dun-dun, dun-dun. Boner joke.
It's fucking nonsense.
Why else would Hermione be in so love with him?
Because he's brave and courageous and knows how to play wizard chess.
Oh, he got himself some Skelligro. Oh.
I want you to drink Skelligro.
Oh, so do I. So do
I
all-
don't think it does what you think it does.
So do
though.
all my
I
past
do not
lovers
think-
as well.
I do not think. I think if you drank Skelligro and you had nothing wrong with your bones, it would just be like, "Ah!" like
I think it's the little blue pill for the
Cronenberg-
wizarding world.
some Cronenberg monstrosities. You're like, your skeleton grows out of your skin.
I've always wanted to be a Cronenberg monstrosity, so thank you for...
So, continuing on,
Oh, good, you're still on this path.
my tirade. We're going to go back a little bit, just a little touch. Quidditch. Quidditch is fucking stupid.
I mean-
Quidditch in all of its forms. All Quidditch is fucking dumb, right?
Okay.
Because
Why?
well, right, I'll tell you. So they teach it at school, and for some fucking reason, this also goes into the whole flying wizards thing. For some fucking reason, you need to be on a broomstick to fly. Because, and I don't know if anyone else knows anything about Harry Potter in this room, or if it's just me doing.
I mean, I've seen the movies and read 3 of the books.
So, wizards cannot fly without aid, if I remember correctly.
What does that mean?
So they can't. Wizards have no magical way of flying. Like they can't just be like, whoosh, Iron Man off with nothing.
But they can
except
do
a
that
spell.
whole apparition thing.
They can apparate, but that's not flying. That's just like
Just a fucking
It's just like,
visual
whoosh.
nightmare is what it is.
yeah, it's just like reappearing somewhere else. So they can't fly. They can levitate apparently because they have Wingardium Leviosa, but they can't actually fly without aid.
It's Leviosa, not
What I-
Leviosa.
But what I don't get is, it's like, oh, cool. Well, you know what? We're gonna do broomsticks. Everyone, wizards, witches, get on your broomsticks. That's what we're gonna fly with. Why? Why broomsticks?
Because the sort of quintessential stereotypical image of a witch and a wizard involves flying on a broom.
Yeah, but they live in the fucking the 80s, the 90s,
I think 90s.
90.
Harry Potter set in the 90s.
Right, Harry Potter set in the 90s. Do you really think that over all this time they're going to be like, right, jump on your broomsticks, small children. Like, imagine riding a broomstick for however long. Well, not however long a Quidditch game goes on for. I'll tell you how long a Quidditch game goes on for. Point number 3 that fucks Gary off. A Quidditch game. The rules of Quidditch. A Quidditch game will continue until the fucking snitch is caught. Now, what kind of bullshit rule is that?
That's just so you know, to make sure the game lasts
Forever.
a substantial amount of time.
Now, me and you fancy a spot of Quidditch, Gavin?
Sure, Gary. Let's go out and play some Quidditch.
Me and
on
you,
the road.
we're the seekers, right? We're looking for the golden snitch, and I see it. It glints behind a cloud. I'm like, oh, golden glint. There's the Quidditch. And as I'm flying up to it with my hand outstretched, ready to grab the 150 points, dumb fucking number, worth of points, ready to grab it, a hawk swoops in.
A hawk?
Catches the fucking Quidditch in its mouth or claws and just fucking offs. Goodbye. Now, I go down to the referee, which I assume there's a Quidditch referee.
I've never seen a referee.
I've never seen a referee in Quidditch either.
God, there needs to be one.
There should be.
Because otherwise it just turns into kids just bludgeoning one another.
Otherwise, yeah, exactly. They're fucking bludgeoning. What kind of a fucking... Oh, hey, do you want to play, like, dodgeball? Yeah, I'm up for some dodgeball. What about, like, dodgeball mixed with football? Yeah, it sounds pretty good so far. What about if we suspend ourselves hundreds of feet above the sky, so if I dodgeball you in the face, you fall to your fucking death?
But the scale grows, so if you break so if any of your bones get fucked up, you know.
As long as you don't die, we can fix you.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid. And also, you know what, actually, forgetting all the health issues of the game that you've just described to me, I'm up for playing it. How long does a game roughly last? Oh, until somebody catches the fucking golden snitch. What? That's right. The game only finishes when somebody catches the snitch. Now, going back to my hawk problem.
Oh, good. The hawk's back.
A fucking hawk takes it, flies off. I come back down to maybe a ref. I'm with you. I've never seen a referee in any Quidditch game. And I'm like, hey, ref, a hawk just fucking caught the snitch and took it. I don't know where. That referee apparently is just going to look at me and be like, all right,
better go find it.
You better go find that fucking hawk, because apparently that's a fucking rule. It's nonsense. The whole thing is nonsense. Now, that's just what, 20 minutes of one film?
I mean, I think this all comes down to, and this would be a weird sentence to say, but J.K. Rowling, she's obviously she's good at making. She created an entire fictional world with Harry Potter. It's quite
one with many issues. I will continue to highlight.
It's an incredibly detailed landscape she created over those books. And obviously, there's going to be a couple of little holes.
I'm sorry.
To form.
I'm sorry. A sport where the only time it finishes is when one person catches something designed to be impossible to fucking find is not a plot hole. That's just fucking stupid.
I mean, yes, there are a lot of stupid things in the Harry Potter films, but
why?
Okay, never mind then.
Why Arthur Weasley? Wait. What's Arthur Weasley's job? You remember this? Arthur Weasley. I know he works for the Ministry of Magic. Arthur Weasley.
He being Ron Weasley's father.
Yeah, Arthur Weasley, Ron Weasley's father, who works for the Ministry of Magic. His occupation is head of the misuse of Muggle artifacts, right? So for anyone that doesn't know in Harry Potter, Muggles are us humans. That's what the wizards call us. So being head of the Muggle artifacts, you would assume Arthur Weasley's got a pretty good grasp over what us Muggles get up to.
What kind of shenanigans?
What kind of shenanigans? He's like, oh, yeah, I get it. Muggles, they get the bus, not a magic bus, a regular bus. They
have a wee head of Lenny Henry on the bus.
They play soccer or football, and they play these mundane, normal sports where nobody has the risk of dying, and they only last 90 minutes.
The most dangerous subject they do at school is biology.
Except in the Chamber of Secrets. Chamber of Secrets again. Maybe this is the Chamber of Secrets. Harry Potter turns up to the Weasleys' house. Also, how much money do you think the Weasleys have? Because the Ron's always like, oh, we're so poor. But they're homeowners, right? And their home's pretty fucking big. And they're landowners.
No, but I think they are kind of like gypsies in a way, where they've just constructed
Travelers.
a monstrosity gypsies. They've constructed a monstrosity on land that's maybe theirs, maybe not.
They just magic everyone's fucking memories away.
Yeah.
That comes too close to the house.
Pretty much, they just rolled up with a caravan, dumped it, said this is ours now, and then constructed this towering monstrosity.
This is ours now. This is our. And then it's like you're probably right. Actually, that sounds probably. But then he works. He works for the fucking the government, the wizarding government.
He's part of the man system.
Which it means he must have some money. Fred and George, they open a fucking joke shop, and a very successful one.
Yeah, and
the two brothers. The brothers must be sending back some money.
But
What's their names? Bill and
Ted.
Bill and Percy, I think
Bill
it
and
is.
George.
No, Fred and George.
George.
Fred and George open the joke shop. Bill's the dragon one, and Percy's the dickhead one. That they're all like, oh, Percy's.
Which one is played by Donald Gleason?
That's
Bill?
the good one, Bill.
Bill.
Yeah, Percy's that little rat-looking one that fucks the family over by like going with the ministry. He follows Cornelius Fudge in the persecution of Harry Potter.
Oh, I have no memory of him whatsoever.
Yeah, so he's the dickhead one. But anyway, they must be sending money
I want
back.
to circle back to Fred and George's joke shop.
No, wait. Before we do, because you can. But my point is, the point I wanted to make with Arthur Weasley, head of Muggle artifacts.
Yeah.
Harry Potter comes around to the Weasley house, and I think the first thing Arthur Weasley says is, "So Harry, tell me what a rubber duck is. What's the purpose of a rubber duck?"
I mean, he was also the head of the Office for the Detection and Confiscation of Counterfeit Defensive Spells and Protective Objects for a time. So maybe he wasn't part of that office for a while.
All right. Maybe he wasn't part of that office. I would like to think that the wizards know that, like, they're not so like segregated from the regular world, are they?
I'm sorry, do you not remember the recent revelation that J.K. Rowling decided to throw out, which was that for a long period of time, Hogwarts didn't have plumbing, so people just shit in buckets and threw it around the place. Because apparently in Hogwarts, not
they
only
magicked it off, right?
are they creating ways to kill off children, but they're just disgusting savages who just dump their shit whenever they want.
And just disappear it. But actually, that's a really good point, because I'm also pretty sure that in the magicking world, there's no such thing as actually disappearing a thing, right? Like, if I disappeared a turd...
You really need to use the word disappear in the right context.
What do you mean?
You don't disappear something disappears.
In the magicking world, I think you disappear something.
You don't disappear something.
Anyway, in the magicking world, I'm pretty sure if you disappear something...
You're just committing to it.
You don't actually disappear it, you just, like, shift its mass elsewhere. Because you can't create food... Creating food's illegal in the Harry Potter universe. I'm pretty sure it's because you're not magicking food up out of nowhere.
Horrendous things that they do in the world of wizards, i.e., find ways to try and mutilate and kill children. They have chosen creating food to be illegal. Something that could cure world hunger. They're like, nah, not doing that.
Because that's it. They can't actually create food. I think what happens is if you create carroto, what you do is you actually just take a carrot from elsewhere in the world.
Food's an exception to the law. You're not allowed to...
You're not allowed to make food, right?
It's one of the exceptions, apparently.
So you can make other shit, but you can't make food.
Yeah.
And presumably you can't make water then as well.
Why?
Because you're stealing it from somewhere else. Gamp's law of elemental transfiguration. I'm fucking talking of transfiguration. In year 1 of Harry Potter, McGonagall's like, "Hey kids, I'm going to teach you how to turn this fucking goblet into a rat, or a rat into a goblet." I can't remember which way around it is. That's like one of the first things they learn.
I mean, just the curriculum at Hogwarts itself is terrifying.
It's mad. But like Crabbe and Goyle and Malfoy are bullies, right? And you're allowed to use magic on Hogwarts ground.
What's the one where, spoilers, Dumbledore dies? The Half-Blood Prince.
Half-Blood Prince.
Half-Blood Prince. Harry and Draco have a fucking shoot-up in a toilet, and Draco gets horrendously mutilated and is bleeding and everything.
With a Sectum Sempara.
Yeah, and I'm like, you're just training... What Hogwarts is a terrorist camp. It's training children to become terrorists.
Here's the thing. Sectum Sempara actually is a spell that Snape apparently fucking made up. If you remember correctly.
Yeah, but it's still...
I mean, it's still, how do you decide what a spell does?
But before he says that Sectum whatever,
Sempara.
the kids, Harry and Malfoy, are fucking just lobbing energy at each other that's causing explosions. I'm like,
It's mad.
what nightmare place is this?
But outside, if I was Harry Potter in that situation, Malfoy's throwing whatever the fuck he's throwing at me, I would have all been like, transfigure you into a fucking cup, Malfoy, take that. And then when you're a fucking cup,
piss in the cup.
Yeah, piss in the cup, and then fucking punt it into the Great Lake to live with the squids.
So if
you, Mal. And like, what's even funnier is if you fuck up that spell. If you fuck up the transfiguration into a cup spell, you like Neville does. You remember when he turns his rat into a cup and the cup's got like a tail and ears. So if you fuck it up, Gavin, you're a cup now, and I fuck it up. You're just this horrible. Oh, kill me, please! I don't want to be a cup.
Here's what I want. I want a Black Mirror Harry Potter episode where someone gets transmorphed into an object, and then you're inside. Like, their head is this inanimate object that can't move, or I mean, like,
yeah.
Does their life get suspended? Like, because if you turn someone into a cup and then kick them into a lake, do they drown? Does the cup drown? And then it's just a cup.
I don't fucking know. It doesn't make any sense.
Do you think all of the cups in the Harry Potter world are just dead people? They're just dead kids.
That's what happens in Azkaban. If you don't get out of Azkaban in time, you get turned into a fucking cup.
Turned into a cup and then kicked into a river.
It doesn't make any sense. And then why have they got Dementors when they can just cup people? I just fucking like...
We've really just gone into this whole cup thing.
Because it's fucking stupid. That's what they teach the kids. That is one of the first things they teach kids, and it never gets used to its full potential of like, if you just want, oh shit, Voldemort's back. Cup. There you go. He's a fucking cup now.
Let's be honest. Voldemort was cupping some of those kids, but not the kind of cupping we are thinking of.
It's madness.
Don't even think about cutting that audio, boy.
It's madness.
You keep in that cupping joke.
So there we go. So I don't understand that. Second thing they also teach kids in first year, Alohomora.
Alohomora.
Alohomora. So Alohomora is a spell which lets you...
too.
Is that not how you... Yeah, I was going to say how you say hello in Hawaii.
Alohomora. It's how you say hello to your Aunt Moira. Aloha Moira. But they also they teach kids that in first year, which is a spell for anyone that doesn't know, which lets you unlock a locked lock. Yeah, unlock a locked lock. Yeah, unlock a locked lock.
Why do you come up with the most confusing way to say things?
Well, how else would you say that?
Just unlock a locked door.
Yeah, but the door's not locked.
What if it's not on a door though?
Yeah, or if it's like a padlock.
Now here's another question.
It's on a fence.
Is it only like
Fuck
physical
you.
locks or digital locks, like for safes? Does it work for that?
I assume not. I think magic and...
I mean, yeah, if Hogwarts barely just got plumbing, then they're not going to have the way to open
presumably,
digital
because
locks.
there's no electricity in Hogwarts. Hannah was telling me this.
So, yeah, that's
my
true.
missus Hannah was saying, there's apparently it's like off limits, no electricity in Hogwarts. So if I was like, as it was set in the 90s, if I turn up with my fucking Game Boy, McGonagall's going to be like, what the fuck is that? Cup.
It's Pokemon. No, wait, did she turn that into a cup or you into a cup?
I don't know. There's a fucking who knows? Who fucking knows what's getting cupped in the
cupping.
Hogwarts?
I need to go back and watch these movies and see if there's more cupping that
I just can't believe there's not.
I mean, Dumbledore must have done some cupping.
Wait, what was I talking about before the cup thing came up again?
Electricity.
Alohomora.
Yeah.
So, and in the Philosopher's Stone, they're on these moving staircases. Also, what the fuck are the moving staircases about? That's madness.
Just a construction nightmare.
It is fucking mental.
Hard hats should be worn at all times in that place.
So,
and body armor.
Ron, Hermione, and Harry are like, right, we're on this moving staircase. We're heading up to transmogrification with McGonagall. And, the stairs have moved. And then they find a door with a lock on it. And I'm pretty sure they Alohomora it.
Yeah, because, what's her name? Hermione.
Yeah, and then
Ron.
they unlock it. And inside of it is a fucking 3-headed monster dog which tries to eat them. Which is a fucking health and safety nightmare.
I mean, the entirety of Hogwarts is a health and safety nightmare.
It really is. No,
there
it
should
totally
just be
is.
traffic cones, hard hats, and high-vis vests worn at all times in that place designed to kill off children. That's all it is.
And this brings me all the way around to the biggest thing of Hogwarts is a fucking health and safety disaster. Quidditch, health and safety fucking nightmare. The actual school itself, health and safety.
The curriculum of classes that the children attend and what they learn in it.
Fucking madness. All the way through as well. We're not even just talking the first couple. All the fucking way. Dumbledore gives a 13-year-old girl a time turner, which is an item which lets you fucking go back in time for an hour. Just gives it to her. Unfucking solicited nightmare magic of fucking, there you go, kid. There you go, little girl, little child. You can now fucking warp reality to your fucking very whims.
I mean, that also brings back J.K. Rowling's interesting way of solving plot issues, which is she's like, I've written myself into this situation. How do I get out of it? I'll just introduce time travel.
Yep.
It's like, okay,
That works.
Sure, why not?
That works for this one fucking thing which will never get talked about ever again.
Yeah, because if you think about it going forward with, like, Dumbledore dies. Spoilers, kids. Use the time turner. Bring him back. Save him. He's very necessary.
It's
I guess
mad.
not, because in the end Voldemort loses. But still, it's like...
Yeah, but you could do it without losing Dumbledore. You could do it without losing half the fucking school. What are they called? The heroic 30 or something.
The Dumbledore's army.
Yeah, Dumbledore's army helps beat the bad guys, but there's I think there's 30 kids that die. 30 kids and teachers that are fighting for Hogwarts.
Oh, okay.
At the Battle of Hogwarts.
What's the name of Ron's mum?
Molly.
Do you not think that once Molly lost one of the twins, I can't remember which one,
Fred.
that she wouldn't do everything within her power to bring back her child, i.e., use a fucking time turner and bring her kid back from the dead?
It's insane. And this goes further in. So after the Battle of Hogwarts, up until that point, Hogwarts is a shit show because as far as everyone's concerned, Hagrid killed a kid. Remember that?
Yeah.
He gets framed. Granted, he gets framed, but they don't know that. He just killed a kid as far as everyone's concerned. And yet, you know what? Let's do it this way. You
Hello, that's me. I'm Gavin.
are, you're a wizard that's gone, right? You were in Hagrid's year. So you were there for when Hagrid killed a kid, basically. So as far as you're concerned...
Allegedly.
He's a child murderer.
Allegedly. But as far as...
He's an alleged child
if
murderer.
you were in the year and Hagrid got framed, but as far as you're concerned, Hagrid killed a fucking kid with magic, whatever, but he killed a kid. So you turn up to enroll your kid into Hogwarts with his letter, and I'm Dumbledore.
I would like to enroll Gavin Jr. in Hogwarts, please.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, I'll walk you around. So here's the class where the kids are turning rats into cups. He'll learn that pretty soon on. We're moving on. Quidditch, if they, look, all the kids are way up high, and if they fall off, I mean, the ground's just grass and sand, so it's not like we've magicked fucking mattresses there or something. It's literally, and look, it's fucking hard grass. We could do it, we could be fucking treacle. Or we could just suspend them in the air when they start falling, but nope, we let them
fall
let
all
them fucking
the way.
hit the ground.
I'm not sure.
It's character building. It's character building.
I thought that was a bit kind of dark age when I was here. I thought maybe you would have.
We're wizards. We like our tradition.
I mean, I'm a wizard as well, but I work at an office.
Yeah, well, so that's shit. This is Hogwarts. We stay in the past.
Yeah.
And if you follow me
It's
around,
the fucking Wild West here, apparently.
over here is the Forbidden Forest. I'm sure you remember that from. Even though it's called the Forbidden Forest, we send kids there for detention. Remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Remember all those hours spent in detention?
Did you ever, deal with the massive spider problems or the men running around with bow and arrows?
We hired someone for that.
Centaurs are not men, they're centaurs.
The centaurs with the bow and arrows.
Yeah, we hired someone to keep in check. Hagrid.
Wait, I'm sorry. What the guy that killed the kid?
Yeah. He looks after he's our groundskeeper.
Yeah, but who looks after the kids from him?
Well, we took his wand off him. He's just got an umbrella that can do magic now, so he's a lot safer, apparently.
But isn't he also like a giant who crushes a kid's skull like an
Well,
orange?
It wasn't 100% proven.
But
he
so
may
what?
or may not have killed a kid.
80% proven?
Well,
Was there
up for
maybe
debate.
anyone else who could have been a gamekeeper that didn't maybe kill a kid?
Well, there was Voldemort, but he's dead.
I mean, do not say his name.
Right, follow me. So we've also got.
No, I'm alright, actually.
It gets even better. We just got plumbing in Hogwarts. Remember back in the day when you just had to magic your shit away?
So you didn't have to bring your own bucket with you to class
we
anymore?
got plumbing. And just to make sure the plumbing's real good, we made it massive, so big that a fucking giant basilisk could work its way through the entire school system without any problems.
Well, that seems like poor planning.
Well-
Also, where did you find the space for such large piping?
Who fucking knows? It's magic, isn't it? It's all fucking nonsense, and Dumbledore's a fucking nightmare, and I'm a prick, and I am Dumbledore, and everything
In fact,
in this school is
Do you know something?
ridiculous.
Dumbledore stole some of my memories and put them in a puddle. Could I get them back at some point? I don't remember my parents.
Yeah! Fucking want to talk... Oh, man. You want to fucking talk about unforgivable curses? What have you got? You've got Avada Kedavra. which
Avada
Avada Kedavra kills people. Understandable. That's
Yep,
unforgivable.
sure.
I'm with you.
That's what Hagrid did to that kid.
Maybe. That's what I heard. Crucius, which is... It causes excruciating pain. Okay, I'm with you. That should probably be illegal.
At one point I had to do a massive Hogwarts-style shit into a bucket, and I felt like I'd been cruciated.
So I get it. That's illegal. I get that one. The last one is the Imperious Curse, which is like mind control.
Yeah.
So that's pretty shitty. I'm with you.
'cause
They make sense.
maybe Hagrid was mind controlled to kill that kid. Still killed the kid.
Oh wait,
though.
sorry. Yeah, you're enrolling your kid, and you're upset about this Hagrid. I'll tell you what I'm going to do quickly. Obliviate. Bosh. Goodbye memories of Hagrid killing that kid.
So who's this Hagrid person? He seems very friendly and
That's
nice.
completely fucking legal in the wizarding world. Nobody has a problem with that. Not a single person is like, and that brings into the next point of why the fuck the Death Eaters, old Voldemort's army, they love Avada Kedavra. They're like,
yeah.
oh, bosh, 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 everyone's dead. Why? Just obliviate everyone's memories. One, it's not illegal. So once the Ministry of Magic turn up and they're like, what you guys doing? We've heard you've been obliviating people. Yep.
So, okay.
Oh, okay. You didn't kill anyone though. Nah.
You didn't cause anyone excruciating pain, did you?
No. Just wiped a bunch of memories.
Oh, okay. Well,
We got taught that in 4th year at Hogwarts, so you know it's okay.
from Professor McGonagall, aye.
Flitwick, that one. Charms.
Flitwick, aye.
Yeah, the little guy, little fella.
Warwick Davis.
It's just madness. That's completely legal. Completely legal to do.
It's like, okay.
Ministry of Magic won't be able to do shit.
It's like, maybe...
Cheers for checking in. Don't worry. And talking of Death Eaters, the fucking Defense Against the Dark Arts teachers who Dumbledore seemingly keeps hiring fucking Death Eaters, right? Do you know how to solve the problem there?
Background checks?
Well, yeah, but there's a really, really, really easy way. There's a really easy way to fucking do a background check on any wizard. Gav, could I just get you to roll your sleeves up? Just very quickly.
There we are.
Oh, that's the Death Eater tattoo, isn't it?
Oh, that was a different time. I was young.
We're not going to take the risk.
He was on holiday in Magaluf.
Things got crazy.
Yeah. Thanks, but no thanks. There you go. That's the background check. That's it. That's what you need to fucking do.
I mean, if they're going to hire a child murderer, they'll fucking hire a Death Eater.
But there's my point. It's madness. It's fucking complete. It's insanity. It's insanity. It's so mind-bogglingly mad. And like going in. Oh God.
It's nice to see what it's like from the other side when someone has a meltdown over a film. Because usually it's me.
So infuriating. And there are just so many...
This is your Bohemian Rhapsody.
Well, there's just so much. So here's another thing. When Hermione gets her magic letter through the chimney, surely her parents, who
That's
are
a euphemism for something, surely.
mild-mannered dentists, would just be like, oh... We've got a letter for Hermione through the chimney. Probably a fucking... Yeah, exactly. Probably a fucking prank. We'll just chuck that back on the fire. Because they don't know, one, what Hogwarts is, two, what magic is. So then, in like a month's time, when 1,000 letters come blasting through their fucking fireplace, delivered by owls and fucking howlers, which are screaming letters, they're going to go fucking they're going to be like, what the fuck's happening? Daily Mail will be on the phone. Yeah, hi, Daily Mail. Owls keep flying into our fucking house with a letter for a place called Hogwarts.
Nah, son, you're making that up.
No, we're not. You can literally come tomorrow. I'll show you. Just wait until 12 o'clock. We've got about 1,000 on the fucking bonfire. It's heating the entire town.
Yeah, what must her Muggle parents like? She goes away.
They must know that it's magic.
I mean, how long is a semester? How long do they go away for?
Well, I think because it's a boarding school, I think they're just away. They're away for like the whole year except summer. Because some of them stay over Christmas,
so
don't
her
they?
child,
Harry stays
their
over Christmas.
child disappears for 10 months out of the year.
So they must know. They must know that she's at a
Or
magic school.
like she walks out the door, says Drulio, Willio, and then they just sit on the couch and drool for 10 months, and then she walks back and goes, "Hi, mum and dad." And they're like,
Yep.
"Hey."
Yep. So on top of the Obliviate, completely legal, manufacturing memories, just fucking muddling about other people's memories. So she might just get back and be like, "Yo, mum and dad, what's your birthday present for you guys here? What's your dreams?" And the dad's like, "Oh, I wanted to have a foursome with a bunch of Victoria's Secret models. Bit weird, Dad, but bosh.
Thanks
there
for
you go."
telling me that, Dad. Your 13-year-old daughter, bosh. There you go.
Well, I assume she was like older at this point.
What, 16? Still,
I've just thought of something as well.
Oh,
Sorry.
no.
No. Going back to the Crucius curse is fucking illegal because it causes excruciating pain, yeah? But apparating, completely fine, even though, what the fuck happens to Ron that time where he fucking like splits his fucking legs off? What's it called?
What?
Yeah, like at one point they apparate. Wait, apparating gone wrong. There's a word for it. What's it called when apparition goes wrong?
That sounds like a live leak video.
Splinching. That's it. So, like, basically, let's have a quick look just so I've got this right. So when you apparate, if you don't do it correctly, if you fuck it up a little bit, maybe like when the Harry Potter uses that chimney powder and appears in Diagon Alley. You can also apparate, but only when you're 17. But if you do it wrong,
Because you had to get your license first.
if you do it wrong, maybe like you were thinking of, I'm gonna go to Diagon Alley, and then a picture of a duck pops into your brain. You splinch, and splinching is where part of your clothes or body stay where they were. Basically,
You know that image that like you see in movies of like there's like an explosion and all that's left is like shoes with a wee bit of smoke coming out of them. That's the image I have in my head, but it's Ron's legs and it's just smoke coming out of him, and the rest of his body with from the knee down gone. He's in Diagon Alley, just like screaming. It's like a scene out of a fucking Vietnam War film. He's just lost his legs.
And it's like, and then in the Harry Potter Wizarding World, if that happened within Hogwarts, they get sent down to fucking Madame Pomfrey.
Or some
Ron's just
Skelly
like, Skelly grow, some fucking muscle grow, some fucking nerve ending obliviate the fucking memory of that. Fucking nightmare for poor Ron. That's legal.
That's legal.
That nobody's gonna fucking go mental about that.
But the formation of food, illegal.
Illegal. Can't create food out of nothing. So there we go. Did we get to the bottom of Gamp's laws of food, Philip, audio boy?
Yeah, it has to be either food that exists, so either you know where it is, or you can replicate food that's already there, but you can't create it out of nothing.
So you can replicate food?
Yeah.
Well, that's... Why are they...
But you have to
why
already
are the,
have it.
Why are the wizards not curing... Yeah, but how much can you replicate... So how much could you replicate, like, one carrot?
Don't know.
Presumably infinite.
Apparently it doesn't taste very good, though. It doesn't taste as good as, like,
Oh, would you like half
real-
the nutrients?
I mean,
A
I'm
real
sure all
carrot.
those starving kids in Africa are really caring about the taste of
Yeah,
the
but
carrots they're
no,
about to
because
eat.
maybe it's like if it tastes bad, it tastes bad also because the nutrients have been like halved from it. So like I'm assuming if I duplicated a carrot, bosh, 2 carrots, they are now, although the mass is the same, that carrot is like half of everything that carrot had. Calorie count.
So what you're
taste,
saying
It's
flavour.
like when you take a photocopy of a photocopy.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
going to say it was like when you used a VCR tape to just like record stuff off the telly, but after a while it just got so worn down that then it just became all like scraggy.
Well, I
and-
mean,
I'm old people. I'm going to die alone.
it would be like VCR. It'd be like VCR recording a VCR recording of a VCR recording. Like every time you do it,
And then just starts to get those kind of wavy, grey, scraggy lines across it.
and you remember on a VCR, the videos you had to pop out that little square to stop people recording over it.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
No, because I'm 21.
You're too young.
You're way too young for this audio boy.
I remember.
We old boys over here, we're going to... Let's reminisce about VCR.
I remember back when Blockbuster was a thing, being the little fucking terrible shit that I was, putting sellotape over that little square and recording shit off the telly over like Home Alone from fucking
you
Blockbuster,
absolute
Toy Story
Fuck.
2,
Do you know what you are? You're a fucking
Devil Child.
blockbuster terrorist right there.
Oh yeah, man.
Have you
And
heard-
it's completely untrackable. That was a beautiful thing.
Surely they would check them when they come back in, though.
No, man, you
Because they have
put
to
it-
rewind
no,
them back to
'cause-
the start, do they not?
No, because the way with
No,
Blockbuster was like you
yeah,
would
they left you a little thing in the box which is like, please remember to rewind this.
Yeah.
But literally with Blockbuster, the one I used to go to, because that's how old Gary and I are, we used to go to Blockbuster, is just like, there was just like a wee kind of like letterbox thing
on the side of
and
the
you
building.
when you're inside the building, you just drop it down in there. You never have to go in and hand it to the person.
Yeah, they wouldn't give a fuck, mate. And presumably, because it was all like new releases, they would have just been like, right, so we sent out 15 copies of Toy Story 2 last week. We got 14 copies back and one complaint because it's just 3 hours of BBC One. Right, can we check on the computer about who took Toy Story? Yeah, 15. We got 50 names. Oh, we can't ban all of them. Right, we're just going to have to keep a fucking eye out on this.
And no wonder that company went under. Did you hear that of the 90,000 stores they used to have, there are currently 2 left?
Is it 2? I thought it was just 1. I thought it was like one in Canada.
Perth, and there's one in Oklahoma, and the one in Perth, Australia, is closing down next month, meaning that there'll just be one solitary Blockbuster in the entirety of the world, and
That's
it's
amazing.
in Oklahoma.
That is amazing, though. That is amazing. Considering the world we live in, with literal magic, talking about Harry Potter, where you can fucking just stream things
We
from
can
the
sit
air.
in my flat and just have food brought to us.
Yeah.
Like the savages
And
we
yet,
are.
people in Oklahoma still need a Blockbuster because they can't quite get to grips with what the internet does.
Netflix still hasn't made it to Oklahoma.
Madness. That is utter madness. I love the fact that I'm calming down a bit now.
Oh, because I was going to pull you back in with something. Because I've got one that's always got to be, because much like you, I enjoy Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's all good.
Good movies when they're on the telly during Christmas time. I love to just stick. Audio Boy and I watched a couple over the Christmas periods.
Well, Sky Movies is doing that thing now where they're like, oh, because they they've got their themed movie channel where it's like Sky Legos.
Yeah.
Every Christmas they do Sky Harry Potter, don't they? Where they just show all 7 on.
Because
all
people
8
will sit
on
and
repeat.
happily watch those, me
Yeah.
being one of them.
Damn right.
And of course, The Prisoner of Azkaban is the best of the Harry Potter movies.
Except for that stupid sound effect.
That doesn't exist because I've
It
I've
fucking
rewatched
does.
it recently and it doesn't.
I will get it up.
Don't please get nothing up. I don't want Scaligro in this
doing it.
situation.
I'm doing it.
But the thing from Azkaban that they also touch upon it in The Crimes of Grindelwald, the absolute nightmare situation for any high school kid is that whole, is it Boglet or something? When they have
Bogarts.
it shows your deepest, darkest fear.
Your most feared thing.
Can
so
you
like,
think of
So what's just so for anyone that doesn't know at home, I think I've probably skimmed over so much that this is going to be a nightmare episode anyway. But Bogarts,
Welcome to the Meandering Movie Podcast.
they are effectively a magical being. They live in
A cupboard.
cupboards.
Yeah.
And if you open the cupboard, they pop out and they are your quite literal worst fear. So, for example, if I opened it and a Bogart was there, a gigantic spider would like come out.
And then,
of me.
much like in the movie, rollerblades would appear on it because
That's a spell. Ridiculous with a K.
ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
And then
Which is a really specific. You want to? Well, yeah, you're riling me up again.
I
here.
know this is
Because
happening.
there's like, what a fucking. Why are they teaching kids that? Like, how often are wizards like, yeah, we leave in 5 minutes. I'll just go get changed. Oh fuck! Oh Jesus!
There's a giant
oh, my
spider in the bath,
Oh
honey.
no, but it'd be worse. The older I get, I said spider because that's like pretty easy. The older I get, I'll be like, oh my god, what is it, honey? It's me hanging. I'm dead. Oh my fucking god! Like
And then she just goes, ha, no, ridiculous. And you're
ridiculous. Oh shit! Oh, God, now I'm hanging, but I'm made of Jello.
like- so it smells good and it
Smells
tastes
kind
good.
of. Oh, it's not as scary anymore.
Can you, like,
Holy, yeah, your fears would just get.
Let's
It would
just-
be worse and worse. Oh, running into a boggart the older you get would be even worse. Like existential crisis.
Yeah, because it'd just be me looking upon a lonely just guy sitting by himself.
That's just a mirror, mate.
You down
Oh, it's a
the
mirror.
low.
It's just a mirror. Oh, damn, it's my own reflection.
Right, sorry, go on.
But
Go on.
think of that, like, let's travel back in time, not using a time turner, because that's universe
Stupid.
breaking, and go back to when we three were individually in high school.
Yep.
For Philip, that was about 2 years ago. For Gary and I, quite a wee bit
It was
longer.
actually 4.
Oh, I hate that that's the reality.
I feel like mine was 4 years ago. I like to tell
Oh,
myself
for me, it
that.
feels like it was 10 years ago.
So long ago.
I think 2000.
I'm 11 years now. 11 years ago I was in high school.
Jesus.
Right?
You're old.
Oh, man.
I want to say
I know.
2010 I left high school.
That's why my Bogart is just is just me dying.
So 9 years ago I was in high school. Just imagine you're in like 4th year or something, and you go to the fucking room with a cupboard with the rest of your classmates, and in front of all of your classmates and your teacher, you are
think I know where you're going with this.
forced to reveal
Your
your
darkest
deepest,
fear.
darkest fear for everyone else to see, and then go on to use against you in later dates.
Because, all right, so and you're right, because mine probably at that time spiders. I reckon it would have been a giant spider which would have come out, and then I would have had to rollerblade it, whatever. But in this world where like Ron Weasley fucks up a spell at one point and he starts spewing slugs.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure there must be a spell out there where if I was Harry Potter and Malfoy wanted to fuck with me, he'd just be like, spiders coming out your mouth, blap. And I would just then have to live my actual fucking nightmare.
But here's the thing, they don't even have to do a spell. You just get sent to detention, then you get shoved into the Forbidden Forest where there's just an army of giant spiders.
You get raped by centaurs.
And then you get raped by centaurs.
Old Umbridge. Yep. Fuck Umbridge. She's a fucking psycho. That also brings in, going back, what the fuck was Dumbledore doing for hiring people in for the Defense Against the Dark Arts? I think they had two good teachers. One of them was a werewolf.
Yeah, one was a werewolf.
But at least when he was not a werewolf, was doing the job.
I mean, he's one of my favourite characters from the
He's
books
awesome.
/ movies.
And then you had fucking Mad Eye Moody, who was actually
David Tennant.
a fucking child. What was his crime? Being a fucking lunatic. Barty Crouch Jr.
Yeah.
That's it. But he was like a sadist, wasn't he? He's like an actual fucking... But then also, he actually taught the kids the most they needed to fucking know. Outside that, you've got Quirrell feeding the back of his fucking head.
Yeah, I still can't get over the fact. It still fucks with my head. And probably Quirrell's head. Because he had the most evil being. He had Darth Vader on the back of his head.
No, he had Voldemort on the back of his head.
No, but it's like, just imagine you're watching A New Hope. And then,
Yep.
what's his name?
Yoda?
No, not Yoda.
Luke Skywalker?
The guy they re-fucked his face with for Rogue One.
David Prowse?
Yeah, his character. Imagine...
Darth Maul?
No.
Moff Tarkin, wasn't it?
Tarkin. Grand Moff Tarkin.
Oh, Tarkin.
Imagine
Yeah.
Grand Moff Tarkin's fucking chatting shit to Leia, blowing up her planet. At the same time, Darth Vader's in the back of his head. Just imagine how dumb that is. And that's what the first movie is he wears a turban because it's got...
It's not even as bad as that, because at least in that Star Wars one, Tarkin is like in the Empire and everyone's like, oh, while we're waiting for Darth Vader to like get stronger again, so he's talking to the Darth Vader head on the back of his head. Whereas in Harry Potter it's like, and Quirrell's like, what is it, Master? And everyone's like, are you okay, Professor Quirrell? And he's like, oh yes, I'm fine. Yes, Master, the Harry Potter boy is in the classroom right now. Yes, Master, I'll try and kill him.
Also,
Sorry, Quirrell, did you just say you were going to try and kill Harry Potter?
Also, I want you to think about the trials.
No.
Dismissed.
The trials that the kids had.
Everyone leave.
Detention. Go to the fucking spider forest.
Yeah, you know what? Why? Actually, you are so... Why did Quirrell not just be like, Harry Potter, did you just spill some ink? Yes, sir. That's a detention. In the hopes that Harry Potter gets mauled by something in the fucking Forbidden Forest.
There's so much just terrifying shit in that forest. Plus,
Doesn't Quirrell fuck up with Quidditch game as well?
yeah, because he's whispering to make Harry's wand,
He's doing a
his
spell.
broom go all
Yeah.
like fucking,
So-
and Snape's trying to save him.
Going back to my Quidditch is a bullshit sport. Apparently, at any point, if I was really into the Quidditch scene in the Harry Potter world, and I went to fucking watch the Glasgow gillyweed goblins, something. I was trying to make that as Harry Potter-esque as possible.
You succeeded.
And me and you, all three of us are fans.
Come on, you gillyweed.
Come on, gillyweed goblins! There's like 7 people on a Quidditch team, so all 3 of us go. All 3 of us can just be like, all right, ready? And fucking knock people off their brooms. And there's no...
Yeah, that's a good point.
There's no ref, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure there's no fucking magical, like, oh, shit, somebody's doing a spell. They would just be like, oh fuck, what's happening? Whoa!
But let's take this to an even worse place. You take Quidditch and insert what the equivalent of the Rangers Celtic from Glasgow Old Firm match, the kind of the animosity, the violence, the anger, the sectarianism. You take all of that and then give those people wands that fire energy of death. Imagine that.
Can you imagine the Wizard News after an Old Firm day? Like,
It would just,
4 wizards arrested on murdering other wizards with the Avada Kedavra spell.
Only 76 murders this week, down from last week's 89.
Yeah.
I might think of like the football violence you see anywhere in the world, but they have wands.
That can literally kill people with 2 words.
And they could steal their memories. They could
It's
steal their
fucking
memories. It's just like...
That's what I just don't... honestly, there is so much to pull out There's so much wrong.
Oh, there's always reason to pull out. Right?
There's just so much wrong with the Harry Potter universe.
It's almost as if it's not real.
But if it was, I would
I'm so-
fucking hate it.
We're having fun. We're having fun. And
I would not send my kids to Hogwarts. Not even
I
once.
mean, here's the problem. We've already run through that scenario. Dumbledore just steals your memories, so then you do send your. That's why kids keep getting sent there.
Yeah, you know what, Dumbledore? Actually, I think we're probably going to send Gavin Jr. to like a regular private school. Obliviate. Oh no, yeah, he's here.
Please.
I think I left my rubber duck, which I don't know what that is, on the train.
And how
which I
much-
also don't know what
How
that
much
is.
is his tuition? Oh, you just made up that number and put it inside my head? Okay, here's all of my money, Dumbledore.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Like, how much? The rubber duck thing. I just reminded myself of it. The rubber duck thing.
I have no
how
memory
much,
of this rubber duck thing.
You can look it up. It's the first thing Arthur Weasley says is like, "What's the purpose of a rubber duck?" What I don't get about it though is how much contact do the wizards have with the Muggle world? Apparently enough that they have somebody who's dedicated their entire career to like learning about Muggles.
I mean, let's be honest. We Muggles are a fucking riot, so we need someone to be keeping
no,
tabs
I
on
know
us.
we are, but it's like, so Arthur Weasley doesn't know what a rubber duck is, which is a pretty regular thing, right? It's
To the
weird.
Muggles, yes.
No, I know to what, but like, surely
I mean, they know what ducks are.
they know what
and-
ducks are. They know what toys are. Wizards know what toys are.
Yeah.
No,
So
but they
you
do.
couldn't-
Dumbledore does.
If Arthur Weasley was like, it's a little plastic thing in the facsimile of a duck, I'll assume it's a toy. Like, there you go. It really doesn't need like that much thought to it, especially what.
Me and Gavin both shared a look when you said facsimile, and I just wasn't expecting you to say the word facsimile.
I know words. Fuck you guys.
Very surprising. But
Fuck you guys.
We did share a look of just like, wow.
Oh, check Gary out.
You your
The learned-
$5 words.
Someone's got his word of the day calendar up and going.
Fuck you. That was yesterday's word of the day.
What's today's? Disappears the word today of.
Prestidigitation.
Shut up.
Right. So he's looking at his duck, and you from what the films and the books kind of give you is that the wizards don't actually deal with the Muggles very much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except they go to a fucking Muggle train station. So it's like they go to Muggle places quite often.
And run
Diagon
through
Alley.
a wall.
Yeah, Diagon Alley is in a regular street that they have to magic open. So it's not like, you know what I mean? They're not confined to wizarding spaces. So why is Arthur Weasley not just walking down the high street on the way to Diagon Alley like, oh my god, what the fuck is this jewellery? Oh my god, what the fuck is this gameb boy? Like,
Gamet boy.
what do you see what I mean?
I
It's
never
like
freeze.
it's like he has contact with the world.
He has context for what these things are.
Yeah, so we
Why is a rubber duck the thing that fucking...
why is a rubber duck the
Why
thing
is that his
throws him?
foil?
Yeah.
Damn you, rubber duck. What are you and
Yeah.
why do you plague my mind?
Don't get it. Don't get lots of it. Don't get loads of
But
it.
the thing, kind of circling around what Audio Boy was saying there, it's a made-up world that's fun to watch, and they're good movies, and we
They
both
are good
enjoy
movies.
them. Like, I mean, some of them are shit. Like The Order of the Phoenix is a pointless movie in which nothing happens, and I hate any time I have to sit through that movie. But then you look at Azkaban or The Goblet of Fire
Yeah.
or The Deathly Hallows Part 1, which is better than The Deathly Hallows Part 2. They're aesthetic, controversial. Those are damn enjoyable movies
Yeah.
with some great moments. And they are, I mean, the David Yates ones get a bit annoying, but those are like great looking movies that are greatly realised on cinema, and they're a cultural stepping stone towards the rest of kind of the fans. In fact, they are just the cultural like bullet point for fantasy movies at this point.
Which ones are those?
The Harry Potter movies.
Yeah, but which David Yates ones? Which ones are those?
Just with David Yates and his kind of style of grey, dark,
Yeah.
and broody colours. I'm just like, this makes sense for the later Harry Potter movies because like Voldemort's back, spoiler alerts, and it like gets really dark and people start dying. But his style doesn't work for the Fantastic Beasts movies. Or that kind of.
Well, yeah, but the Fantastic Beasts movies are just stupid anyway.
They're just
They add things in. So my final two thoughts, and then we're gonna have to wrap this. Even though I could honestly go on and on and on and on.
and I
So
could happily let you go on because I love role playing. I've had so much fun role playing.
my final two thoughts. One, Fantastic Beasts Where to Find Them adds so much into the Harry Potter world that just is like. So Newt Scamander at one point loses a fantastic beast in the Crimes of Grindelwald and uses a spell which makes like magic tracks in the air,
That
which
is
he
like
then
something from the Arkham Asylum games.
yeah, it's like a detective mode.
Yeah.
It's madness. So which
It's
is fine.
madness.
Well, it's fine. You know what? It's magic, and
This
you kind of skim
is
over it.
Hogwarts.
You kind of gloss over it until you think, wait a minute, weren't they looking for like Voldemort and the Death Eaters and all those people all those fucking times? And they had a spell, apparently, which just highlights where those people have been constantly.
Yeah.
Stupid as fuck. Second point, and then we're wrapping. Voldemort's Horcruxes are effectively the trinkets of a teenage girl.
What?
So, Voldemort makes 7 Horcruxes, and they are
I can't wait to see where this
a
goes.
diary,
Okay, yeah.
a ring,
Yeah.
a tiara.
Is it a tiara?
It's a fucking tiara. I can't remember the rest.
Oh, there was a little locket.
A locket. You see where I'm going?
I see where you're going with.
They like Voldemort is the equivalent of just a fangirling, like, oh, I love Harry Potter so much. Oh, I'm going to put my soul into these things. Bosh. It's just-
Bosh.
there you go. Just an idiot.
Yeah.
Just a little teenage girl's fantasy.
That uses death spells and
Uses death
looks like a
spells.
snake.
We're just gonna
And is obsessed with a 16-year-old
the
boy.
snake. His pet's another one. Yeah, the snake's one.
Well, there we go.
So he's a diary, a ring, a
Hufflepuff's
locket,
cup,
a tiara, a snake,
Nagini.
the crush, his boy crush, and then a cup. Another cup. There you go. Another cup
When did
reference.
the cup come into it? Was that in the movies? I don't remember the cup.
I think they gloss over the cup. I think in the
You
movies.
know why though? Because it's a Hufflepuff cup. That's why.
I think in the movies they are just like, fucking Hufflepuff's cup, man, whatever.
I mean, I think my closing thought, biggest problem with the Harry Potter universe in total is that Skelegro is spelled SKELE-GRO. Where the fuck is the W at the end of
because
grow?
it's a
That's my
trademark,
biggest
it's a
problem.
copyrighted-
The movies are shit.
It's nonsense.
Done.
Bosh.
We turned off the mics, but we've turned them back on
The
because
fucking goblet
the
of
goblet.
fire.
We didn't even talk about the World Cup of killing children
but
that is the
but
goblet
it's not
of
even
fire.
the World Cup. You want? It's 3 fucking schools.
Is it 3, 4?
It's 3.
4 schools?
No, 3. It's the girls' school, that Russian fucking like camp.
Oligarchy.
Yeah,
A Bulgarian
and Hogwarts.
school and a French school.
Yeah, all girls. Then the terrifying boys, all boys, and Hogwarts. 3
Oh yeah, because
schools.
then it's the.
If it was the World Cup-
Robert Pattinson and then Harry Potter are in the.
No, and so there are what 4? There's 1 kid from each school meant to be.
Did you put your name in the goblet of fire?
Right? No, yeah. This is the bit I wanted to talk about. It's like the rules clearly. Dumbledore, but you cannot put your name in the goblet of fire unless you are of age. It's a magical thing, and nobody's allowed to do it because you might die. Reading out the names: Harry Potter. Who did this? Not me. Oh, well, he's in now. Just fucking. Well, we're not accepting that. So yeah. I'm the headmaster, and I say you're not allowed. So there you go.
Also, if they have the magical capabilities of like an underage person trying to put their name in, getting like flung back,
Yeah.
surely they must have the capabilities of like, hang on, that's not your name,
Yeah.
and it fires it out.
Who put his name in it again? I can't even fucking remember.
It was Barty Crouch Jr.
Was it? Was it Mad Eye
Yeah.
Moody?
Yeah.
So yeah, fucking. And you're right. Literally, how can we murder 3 kids this year?
Let's have a competition where each one of them is hunted down and attempted to be murdered by a dragon. That's safe.
Dragon. Was it dragon? Mermaids, but they're not mermaids. There's mermaids and those little fucking vicious piranha
Like
people.
piranha monsters and mermaids.
This
But
is mermaids.
here's another thing that I loved when I was watching that movie recently. They kidnap people, put them in a coma, and tie them underwater. And then someone has to come and save them. And if they don't, do they just stay there and die underwater?
Oh yeah, does it ever explain that?
Because
Yeah, they just die.
Because remember, the French girl, like she gets injured and has to go back up to the surface, so
Yeah.
she couldn't save her little
And
sister.
then Harry does it, doesn't he?
But if Harry hadn't done it, her little
What
sister
happens?
would have just been drowned.
What if the piranha people had come through and just been like, fucking dinner?
What about one of the mermaids just run her through with a fucking trident? Fucking Aquaman comes riding in with an octopus playing the drums and just fucking smothers her to
It's
death.
fucking madness. It is utter madness. Yeah,
And
Goblet
then-
of Fire is
let's
nuts. And then
also
there's a fucking maze.
There's the maze.
the maze of
that
death.
that looks
The
like
maze that it's full of monsters. Remember,
Yeah.
monsters and vines that are trying to choke people out.
And it could also have Jack Nicholson walking around with an axe. You just don't fucking
That
know.
also reminds me. tying in the whole pensive sucking out memories thing, when Harry Potter disappears with Cedric Diggory and then reappears with a fucking dead person,
Oi.
right? Why? And everyone's like,
Finger in
he's
the
like,
bum.
Voldemort did it. Voldemort's alive. And everyone's like, nah, fuck off, Harry. The Ministry of Magic turn up in the next film and they're like, Harry Potter's a fucking liar. Why is Harry Potter not just like, Dumbledore, do you want to just fucking zip my memories out? Fucking we'll show the world. Also, there's a dead kid. Like, that surely that warrants enough
Also-
to use them. Use the fucking magic.
Yeah, do the biopsy.
Do a biopsy. Yeah, he died from magic, and we're pretty sure Harry Potter didn't fucking Avada Kedavra him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the thing of like the Ministry of Magic's like, oh, yeah, you're a liar. Voldemort's not back. Why at that point are they not just like, well, let's just put this kid in prison because he clearly killed Cedric Diggory?
Right. What does that affect Robin in the Harry Potter universe?
But do you know why? Because they fucking they hire alleged child murderers like Hagrid, so they ain't going to fucking put Harry Potter's their prince, their king.
The boy who lived.
He's the boy who lived. They ain't going to put him in prison. Just like they won't put Hagrid, the child killer, in prison either.
Do you know who they did put in prison? Fucking Sirius Black for
I know.
killing that rat man. Fucking, what's his name?
Also, we've discussed that before about how, and many other people have discussed the fact that a rat was a man who watched Ron Weasley discover his sexuality through chugging.
Oh, no, and on top of that, Fred and George, who are in possession of the Marauders map, which is a magical item that shows you where people are at any point within
Yeah.
Hogwarts, we're looking at the map and we're like, oh, Ron Weasley's in bed with a man named Peter Pettigrew. And has been every night for the last 4 years.
But you know
3
what,
years,
You know
sorry.
what that shows? Those are two brothers who are open and accepting
I mean,
of
yeah, you
their
know what?
brother's sexuality.
But knowing Fred and George, surely they would have been like, hey, Ron, where's Peter? And he would have been like, what the fuck you on about? Peter Pettigrew? Huh? Wink, wink.
like that man who.
The man that sleeps in the bed with you every night. And Ron would have been like, what the fuck are you actually on about, you fucking weirdos?
And then he's like, can't wait until you die in 3 movies from now. Which one died, Fred or George?
I think it's Fred.
Oh.
Place your bets now.
Fred died.
I'm going to say George then, just to make it interesting.
Whoa.
What does the winner get?
To end the episode properly.
Okay, yeah. Like, the winner gets to do the outro again.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
You stepped all... I mean, I guess we both stepped all over my outro.
Man, I was fucking... This is angry. You know what? Fucking Madam...
It's Fred.
Fuck!
Fred died.
Like,
We-
You get to do the outro.
Final point, and then we'll do the outro. We'll try and do
Again.
it properly this time. The fact that Hogwarts has a medicine... What's it called? A medical wing.
A medical wing, yeah.
Not even like what we had in school, which was like a little cupboard with a nurse.
A cupboard
and
with some plasters and
some
some
plasters, some wet towels. Put that on your wee greys there, Gary. Some cowpole. A whole fucking wing because kids are getting hurt that much and that often. And it's run by one woman. How many teachers are at Hogwarts?
I'm
Like
sure I've seen...
10?
I'm sure I saw other nurses walking around.
Did you?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think you did. Right, wrapping it. Thank you so much for listening to the Meandering Movie Podcast. In this episode, I was very angry about Harry Potter, and Gavin
I just played. I had fun.
had fun. You can get in touch with us
wee cheeky
on
boy.
Facebook. If you search for the Meandering Movie Podcast, you can get in touch with us at Meandering Pod on Twitter, and you can find us on Instagram by if you just look for the Meandering Movie Podcast. If you want to tell us what your most annoying Harry Potter thing is, what fucks you
Or
off
how
the
annoyed
most,
you are at we shit all over your
or
favourite
how annoyed
franchise.
you are at us for shitting all over Harry Potter, please
Despite
do.
us loving it, we're fans.
We're looking forward to it. And if you are on iTunes, we would love it if you could leave us a little review, ideally 5 stars, but otherwise any review would be fantastic. Thank you for listening. We'll be back next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Bye.
It's meandering movies. It's meandering movies. It's meandering movies. So